Gemini.
Welcome to your December reading.
Here we are with our Yule tool.
Yes, I'm Ava.
I am Trudy, and welcome to Virtual Tarot.
We have our tools. I love these.
And so, you probably noticed in the opening that we are sort of dancing around a candle. And we do that for a reason. We are practicing a ritual called Winter Solstice for the month of December. Ava led us in a gorgeous, beautiful rite of passage last night. We invited 2 other queens.
We did, and they performed beautifully.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Shout out to Tona and Jerusa.
Yes, thank you.
And so you can view that. There will be a link below, and you can see us performing our beautiful ritual, which is our Winter Solstice Ritual.
Yes. It will be explained to you in the video and in the little preamble to it.
Right.
So
at Virtual Tarot, what we do is we do a 4-card spread, and we do it every month for every sign in everybody in the whole world and universe of Gemini.
Yes.
Travels to their computer or their iPad or their smartphone to watch us and show. But we do a lot more than read a 4-card spread.
What we do really is we teach you how to read for yourself as well. So that's why we encourage you to actually go to as many of these readings as you can tolerate and really listen to the descriptions of the cards, because there's so much meaning to every card that every situation may draw out a different aspect of that card.
That's right.
And so you learn a lot by watching it turn up in several different positions.
Yes.
So,
and we also dress to impress.
we do because we're just women.
Yes, and we have dressed in black for you,
Yes.
Which represents the Queen of Swords, the Queen of the Air. She is the Queen of Truth. She is the Queen who is a black and white queen.
She's
hence the garb.
Yes, exactly, black and white. So she sees things in black and white, no gray. And it's interesting that Angelina Jolie is a Gemini.
Yeah, so check out the way she dresses.
She's in black 90% of the time.
I bet she would love my hat.
I bet she would.
Or at least one of her children might.
Oh, she wouldn't look as cute as you.
Oh, I think she would look spectacular. No. Are you kidding me?
So,
so leather and lace, so we've decided to go with just black, right?
Just black, baby.
There you go. So we do a 4-card spread, and every month we sort of forecast for you what's going to happen in the month of, you know, that whatever that particular month is. We also recap the months before, and since we're sort of at the end of 2014,
we are.
You know, Gemini has gone through quite a lot.
Oh my!
Yes,
this has been a pivotal year for Gemini.
Yeah, I think so. In terms of relationships,
back in April.
Yeah.
May, June.
Yeah.
So
we had some shifts going on.
Extraordinary shifts were happening for you.
And
but
now
you've survived.
Back in transition. I'm a Gemini. I drink the Ava and Trudy Kool-Aid.
She does. Every last drop of it.
Yes, and but I have to say, the Sag, I have a Sag rising, so that really resonates with me. And I know your Scorpio is
Scorpio rising. I'm Pisces Scorpio rising. And
so watch your rising sign.
Oh yes, it's very important, because it can often even be more accurate than your sun sign.
That is so true.
And even your moon sign.
That's true.
Depending on what is predominant in your particular chart. So, that said,
we're gonna explain what we do exactly. We do a 4-card spread. We
the first card represents the overall atmosphere, tone, energy of the month of December for you, Gemini.
Second card represents challenges or things that may trip you up or confound you.
The third is our favorite card. It is the unexpected, the surprise, that for which you come to our readings to understand better.
And then we have the 4th card, which is the outcome. we look at all the cards together. We have a little bit of girl talk
At the end.
at the very end. And so,
Without further ado,
let's
let
recap.
us recap.
What happened to you last month, Gemini?
Oh my. Well, you became me.
You became me?
Yes, you did. You became me.
Well, I remember in the reading, actually, I was wearing pink and you were wearing black.
Right.
And we had said I would, start the month out in pink and end the month in black.
And yes, in other words, your first card was the Queen of Cups.
That's right.
So the Queen of Cups is having to do with the emotional, inner, lovely movements of your soul.
Right.
And to feel those more as reality during the month of November. To feel yourself interiorly and to express exteriorly, to harbor your loved ones.
I always think of it as just being more girly.
And it could be that.
Because that's the
Getting more
girly queen.
Getting more Tulip.
And Gemini is really the tomboy.
She is.
So if you're going for the Queen of Cups, you're Scorpio, Pisces. I mean, Scorpio is super sexual.
Yeah.
But,
But not
Pisces and
girly.
Cancer are kind of girly.
Yeah. And I've always been that way.
Yeah, so if
I
you
like
think
dogs.
of like the vixen or the diva.
Yes. And I have a natural soft voice, which I have to constantly correct in order to be heard, both here and in my yoga class.
Right.
Because it's just, I'm soft spoken by nature. And Gemini, you're much more, you are much more forceful.
I have a booming voice.
A booming voice.
And it's even deep sometimes.
Deep. And
Sometimes
so
I even sound like Aaron, our cameraman.
Yes.
Hello.
So, like that,
Yes.
you adopted a more feminine persona.
Yes, last month.
Last month.
And then moving into the position of challenge, what do we have, Ava?
We had justice upright.
Yeah, how to be
So,
fair.
how to be fair to everybody, and also
fair to yourself.
Fair to yourself, and how to weigh the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of evidence that you're balancing and trying to discern the truth of who's right, who's wrong. Kind of, that's your challenge, whether that's literally a legal challenge or it could just be a challenge that demands of you judgment, justice, fairness, and intellectual discernment.
Well, sometimes it just is what is the right thing to do, or what
Right.
was the right thing to do.
Right.
Did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing?
Yeah,
It's
going
not that
over-
black and white, And
That's
Gemini
it.
likes it black and white.
They do.
Did I do it
But
right?
your-
Did I
but
do it
your
wrong?
cloud, your judgment is clouded by your heart.
Yes.
So your heart is actually, it's like this duality, between the heart and the mind.
Yeah.
So
So then we had, here we are looking off camera, we had,
because it's right there.
it's
So
right there, and then we had
the Eight of Cups as the unexpected happened.
in the upright, walking away.
Walking away. So you walk away from something. You walk away.
Something that you've built. It could be a relationship. It could be walking away from a neighborhood.
But you're really
of
done.
People.
Because at the point of 8, you're done.
Yeah.
And you choose, okay,
I'm leaving.
Voluntarily walking away.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
leaving.
being forced out. I'm leaving.
Yeah. You don't have to
Leaving it.
force me.
It may not be a physical movement out, but at least an emotional one.
So it was a really big month last month.
And then the last card was the Ace of Swords.
And really
upright.
getting a grip on, what's right. I mean, because it goes back to justice, which is, did I do the right thing? Did I do the wrong thing? Sort of at the end of the month, you kind of know.
Yeah.
You have an idea of your own sort of sensibility, your truth, what your belief system is, and, that's always the right thing. Go with your, who
and
you are.
become very forceful.
Yeah.
So that's good. You
Yeah.
regain your intellectual acuity. Really.
You're clear.
You're clear.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens for
Let's
you.
see what happens.
You want to cut since you're...
Go Gemini, go.
Go Gemini. You can cut. You want to?
Oh, I guess I will.
Yeah.
Why not? I'll just cut, you know, very simply. And of course, this is all spontaneous. All readings are done. Oh, we got a slippery slope going on here.
All right.
But all readings are done here on camera in the moment.
All right.
And,
all right.
all right.
Done?
Dealer. Go dealer.
Okay.
I know, it feels a little bit like that, right?
All right.
Oh, this is a slippery little
She's gone
table.
overboard.
We haven't really used this table before.
No,
this is our, and
very...
it's slippery.
Da-da-da. All right.
So the first card represents the overall environment, and it is the last overall environment card for the year.
Lots of work.
Lots of work. It's a good card though because you're doing it for yourself.
Right.
And you know you're doing it for yourself. It is the Eight of Pentacles.
Right. So you're working hard, but you're doing something you love.
And you're paying attention to detail.
And paying attention to detail, and you're being rewarded financially well for it too.
Yes, but you have to learn to do this. This
Yes.
is always a card of the apprentice. It's kind of the
Right.
student card. You know,
Yeah.
it reminds me of an assembly line. Sometimes, you know, you might have a lot of projects going on at the same time, which you sort of have to put in this process to sort of get them all done
Yeah.
in an efficient
Like,
manner.
sort of, doing the same movements over and over,
Mm-hmm.
but liking ultimately what you're doing
Mm-hmm.
and being rewarded financially for it, being acknowledged for it, being respected for it,
Mm-hmm.
and being rewarded with work.
And that's what's interesting about walking away. I mean, from emotional commitments. Now
Oh,
you're like
yeah.
focused on
Yes.
finances or practical matters, you're building things.
So yes, you're able to focus.
And you're
because
learning.
You pay attention and you're learning. So let's see in your challenge. Page of Cups in the challenge position.
And so what does this mean?
This means that there may be a news of love.
It is messaging.
It's messaging,
It's texting.
texting, and
Your challenge is getting too many love texts.
Ooh, that's right. You're just texting away.
Could be.
Could be.
Your challenge. Maybe you're not getting your work done.
You're not, interfering with your work.
Too many love texts.
Gemini.
Oh dear. It could
Yeah.
also mean,
Somebody you met online.
could be,
Somebody you met online.
could be. Why do you say that?
Because it's messaging, it's love, and naturally people meet online.
Could be.
Yeah, and that connectedness, you know, that through messages, connectedness, and now it's a challenge to you. Now the person is a challenge to you.
Mhm.
And or the initiation of a new creative idea.
That's right. It could be the challenge of that.
Uh-huh.
Or messaging that could be, you know, possibility after you've been trying to, you know, get this thing going, and now that it's an opportunity, you're not exactly sure how you're going to fit it into your life because you've got an awful lot of work going on.
That's right.
So how do you fit hobby into,
Yeah,
you know,
Or,
a full workload?
exactly. Because
Yeah.
you're working hard, but yet you're dreaming. Because it's a dream card.
Yeah. Or it could be a child.
Or it could be a child, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio child.
It's often a
That
child.
becomes a challenge.
Yes. And why would this child become a challenge? For many reasons. Because
many
these are
reasons.
artistic children.
Yes, and they need a lot of attention.
Yes, these are
And
children who
they're
are very
needy
loving.
sometimes.
Well, let's think about Gemini for a minute. Gemini is not exactly the most emotional sign
No, not the most nurturing
as a mother.
as a mother, but
Mhm.
in many other ways. Yes, absolutely.
Well, I have to tell you, my children have complained about the type of mother that I am.
Oh, yes?
Yes, because Gemini mothers tend to be, they have a flair for the dramatic.
Oh, yeah.
They raise their children, they teach their children, but then they expect their children to go off and become adults. They do not hover. So this is sometimes if you have a child who is an emotional child, they may expect something else.
Right.
And that can become a problem.
That could be a possibility.
Mhm.
So let's move on and see what's in the unexpected. And you're not wanting for work.
Which may be why this child isn't happy.
Right.
Or this
busy.
Lover isn't happy who's trying to text you.
Right. You're very busy.
Yes.
And you are unexpectedly given yet another opportunity to make money in a new way.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Or in a novel way. You're trying to initiate a new business idea.
Mm-hmm.
Could very well
But
be.
it can also mean that you receive in the mail a check.
Yeah.
Or you
yeah.
receive more than you had expected.
Oh, yes. That'd be
It can
nice.
mean that too, and it can mean a bonus. You know, it is the end of the year.
Oh,
this is when
that's right,
people
you get a
receive
bonus.
Christmas bonuses.
Oh, yes, it's your bonus.
Or if you're not receiving a bonus, you may want to ask for a bonus because it seems as if somebody wants to give one to you. And sometimes all you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yes.
You know, the
So
value
if
is
you
already
ask-
there.
If you ask unexpectedly, you receive.
Right, because the value's already there.
That's right.
Look at that.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
great
wonderful.
reading.
Great reading so far.
Woo! So we've moved from mushy Queen of Cups to worker, making
bee.
lots of money.
Worker bee.
Just don't spend it all, okay?
Please, try not to do that.
Because she's always on me about that. She's like, you gotta stop
Stop
spending
it.
money.
Stop it. So let's see what our last card is.
Oh my.
And for the last card, we have the King of Wands, who magically, again, has appeared on our show. Hello, Mr. Wands.
Hello.
Hello. Mr. Wands, could you briefly explain what motivates you as the King of Wands? It's a fire king.
Well, being the King of Wands, we've counted up all the way from the Ace of Wands, which is a very primal base stage. And so wielding the wand as the king, it's important to both be determined to carry the wisdom of having carried all the way up through the numbers from the base, through all these experience.
The accumulated wisdom, you're saying. Yes, Mr. Wands, yes.
The pinnacle of wands. But it's also about leading properly, about order, also about balance and discernment at the same time.
Excellent. And I'd like to add one other quality that he's probably very shy about, and that he's the king of passion. Look at him.
This is true.
This is true.
I'm passionate about many things.
Of course you are. So, Mr. Wands, thank you very much for explaining to our audience all the wonderful attributes of the King of Wands. And so, let's give him a hand. Thank you. So, Trudy, where were you? Trudy astral travels now and then. She departs into the multiverse, and we don't see her for a while.
Well, anytime a king shows up in a spread, it seems like I just kind of like get to go on vacation for a while, which I
This is
don't mind
wonderful.
actually.
This is wonderful. A little respite from the reading.
It's been nice. So how was the King of Wands?
Oh, he was full of passion.
I see that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Not
So-
unlike the Ace of Wands.
Not unlike the
The
Ace of Wands.
Viagra card. It's our favorite card. That's why they edit me out every once in a while.
That's right. We don't
Okay.
need that kind of talk.
So
Anyway, so-
let's get back to this reading,
All right.
Gemini. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
So at
so
the end,
how often do we have this king show up? He shows up a lot
oh, he does.
for you, Gemini. It's the king. It's the starting things in your garage king.
Indeed.
The
Indeed.
entrepreneur.
You may meet an entrepreneur, and they become
You may.
part of your life,
You may.
and they influence,
Mhm.
in fact, much of what you're doing.
you may, and you know, we were talking a little bit about end of year bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is an entrepreneur, so if you are involved in a business and a trusted employee or have been with that business for a long time, you might want to go to this guy and ask him for a bonus.
You might. And if he's been sending you love letters, Page of Cups, well, at the end of the month, well, he becomes a part of the scene.
Yes,
He
perhaps,
does, perhaps.
But we've had this guy show up quite a few
Yes.
times. And he shows up often in the position of challenge. Now
Yeah.
he's showing up at the end of the month
Right.
with this pentacle.
Right.
So it feels very much to me like this is a good time for
Mhm.
you in terms of career, or even if this is your spouse,
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, he's not going to be a challenge.
No.
In terms of Christmas spending, you
No.
know, he may
He's going
even
to be
give
very
you,
generous.
yes, he may even give you like some extra Christmas money
Yes.
to go out and to spend, because Gemini loves to spend other people's money as much as their own.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so not only are you going to be really busy working, learning, which Gemini loves to do,
Mhm.
learning new things, but you're also going to be, you know, working really well with this
Yeah.
entrepreneur.
Excellent.
This fiery, passionate,
And you'll be able to, there's a salamander in there. Have you ever noticed that?
yeah, what's better than that?
Somebody who can change according to the environment they're in.
Right,
Adapt,
right.
in other words. So adaptation is a large part of what the energy of the card is about. So
Oh, yeah.
you might be doing that.
And Gemini is I mean, that's what they do the
yeah,
best.
The mercurial.
That's what they
Yes.
do. So, what a nice reading. You guys are gonna, like, when it comes to like practical help or finances, no worries there.
No, you're taken care of. Of
Yes,
course, you'll
you
be
are.
working like a crazy person. But-
You're earning your
Yes.
keep,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also maybe coming into like a little bit of extra.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's really nice. What a nice reading, Gemini. Thanks for tuning in with us.
Yes,
and if
thank
you'd like
you.
a reading that's personal, of course, these are very
Broad in general.
Broad. It's a broad stroke.
Yes, if you want a more pointillistic
Right.
painting,
Right.
every detail, then you get a personal reading. And we enjoy very much when we can read for you. And this month we've lowered the prices for the holidays
Mhm.
in November and December, so please take advantage of that. If you
Yeah,
would.
our most popular readings
The most popular ones,
Yeah.
which are the deep meaning and the burning question.
So click here for the menu of services, or if you just want to go straight to the purchase reading page, click below. We also offer a council card. You can click below for that. It's real easy. It pops right up. You can subscribe. And then Winter Solstice.
And Winter
One more
Solstice.
reminder of the Winter Solstice link below.
Yeah, please.
Beautiful
tune in.
celebration.
All right. Thank you very much, Gemini. Thank you.
Happy
Happy
2014.
ho-ho.
That's it. End of 2014.
Bye. End of 2014.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's it. End of 2014.
Bye. End of 2014.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
She's a hoe.
Who's a hoe?
You're a hoe.
No, I'm not a hoe.
Yo, you're a hoe.
Ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho. All right.